So, Mr. President, you came here to Brussels also in order to talk about the EU budget for the next 7 years. There is a big call to reduce that budget now to 1% of the GDP. How is Latvia feeling about that?
Of course, we understand very well the general situation in EU, particularly in eurozone. But in the same time, we are interested, of course, to get more or less the same as in this period, also from 14th until 20.
How much did the EU funds help you to recover after the 2009 crisis? Was it a big factor in recovering economically?
Yes, of course.
Do you have a big absorption rate? Because normally Eastern European countries are not so good with absorbing EU funds.
I hope that Latvia is one of the best in this field.
And unemployment is still a big issue in your country. Is that sort of the price to pay for austerity measures?
Yeah, of course, but we had around 18%. Currently is 12.5 approximately. It is coming to normal rate, and of course still is big room for improvement, but we are managing this process also with unemployment.
And when you see the current discussions about Greece and the situation, what would your advice be from the experience that Latvia have had?
Of course, situation is very different in each country, and for me, it would be more than useful to get answers how it would happen, why they were able to go so deep and not stopped early. It means that European Central Bank acted not in the best way, allowing such so high total debt for Greece.
Is it more the fault of the EU itself that it was not dealing properly or didn't have the proper institutions, or do you think there's also a part to blame on the Greek government itself?
Of course, no simple answer on this question, but that is sure that it's necessary to create system to keep under control such situations, not to afford such situations in future. It is one of lessons drawn from this situation.
They are working now, no? Aren't they, on an economic governance that is much stricter, and there are even ideas to have a commissioner able to sanction or to kick out countries of the eurozone. This was this Dutch idea. How are you seeing all this debate and these ideas?
Of course, they have announced to be very strict in this consolidation process, but of course it is not the easiest and takes time step by step reducing this big debt burden. For Latvia, we managed in short enough time, but this is of course very complicated process, and in our situation we have to find a way how to maintain stable future growth for Latvia.
And what are, you say you have to find ways, what are the big challenges in the way of recovery and growth in Latvia at the moment?
Yeah, no, of course, one of such good supports related to EU, all those funds, particularly cohesion fund, and for Latvia very important common agricultural policy, particularly this direct payments or hectares payments. This is one of most important issues to maintain employment in our rural areas.
What is the percentage, the size of the agriculture sector in Latvia?
Of course, in terms of GDP, it is very small, but in terms of people living and working in our countryside, this is almost 50-50. And there is this, all our countryside regions are most affected by this budget consolidation process, and still we have this situation that people are leaving Latvia, trying to find better places, and we have to stop and to get them back in Latvia.
And under these circumstances, is Latvia still considering to join the euro?
Yeah, of course, we are still considering to join eurozone. But in the same time, it is a process of stabilization to reduce in external debt to get down inflation. This is normal process, of course, to get down budget deficit. It is anyways necessary steps, and when we come to meet Maastricht criteria, then we will see.
So what is your approximation or your target? When do you see Latvia joining the euro?
And still I'm personally very optimistic that we will join from 1st of January 2014. It is our goal, and we are working hard to implement this this process, and currently it seems it is still realistic. Of course, this is dependent on eurozone stability, but I hope that particularly after today's meetings, hearing all different activities which should be implemented in already in this year, I hope stabilization will come until the end of this year. Most important is to get stability, and then next step is to join the eurozone. But if not, we can live also in this situation. Lots is pegged to euro currently. This is situation for many years already. It's nothing new.
Thank you so much.